Hey guys, it's Troy and I. We're here at TCEA 16. Wicked stoked. Just gonna let you know about the cool things that we're doing and the awesome stuff that we saw here at TCEA.
And people. Herschel Walker.
We just met Herschel Walker, which is really awesome. So follow us and we'll show you the good stuff.
Just got back from Austin from TCEA 2016, and we're going to talk about some of our favorite finds.
So I'm going to talk about one of my tools, and then my buddy here, Troy, is going to talk about his, and then we're going to go live to Jessica Johnston, who's going to talk about one of her favorite tools from TCEA. So we had a great time, and we learned a lot of cool tools, and the first tool that I'm going to teach you is all about Google My Maps.
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this then. So what you have to do is type in Google My Maps to your URL. So just type in Google My Maps, and it's the first option. It's My Maps by Google, and you just create a new map. And so this is great to use on if your kids are going on field trips, or if you want to talk to them about different locations and you need multiple locations. What's also neat is you can add layers, you can add pin drops. So let's take this marker and we can drop it wherever we want, or we can type in an address. Austin, Texas. So we can type that in and it clicks it right here. And then if we want this to be part of our map, we just click on the plus arrow and then we add it to our map. And what's cool about this is you can change the color. You can also change the pin. So if you want it to be like the star, you can make it a star. We can make it yellow. And then what's also neat about this is we can add more information. So Austin, and then we'll do
Convention Center. Since that's
Convention Center. And then we'll do, in the description box, we can do TCEA 16. And then any information that you want, and then you can save it, and you have there. What's also cool is you can actually add an image to this box.
Okay? Oh, do we have some images?
Oh, do we? Yeah. So let's add an image. We can actually go to image URL. You can search for an image. So we can actually do Austin Convention Center. because we can't bring in our own. So here's what it looks like, and we can add that picture and do save, and so now we have that picture in our map. So let's say we want to add another location. So let's do Brenham, Texas. And it's going to bring it up, and we can make this, add it to our map, and then we can say anything about that. So Brenham, and then we can add information if we go to edit. So home, town, there we go, and save that. And what's cool about this is you can zoom in and out. You can grab the hand button right here, and you can drag, and you can show your kids different locations and pinpoints on a map, and you can add as many as you want. Let's say you want to add directions from here to here and make it so you can see the directions. So we would click on one of the locations, so Brenham, and we would do directions to here. And what's cool is you can go over here and you can choose where you want the starting point to be. So let's say Austin. Well, we already had the first location in here, and we click on there, and it'll tell us our distance and information on that map. So it's just a cool way that you can show different points.
I didn't go that way.
You didn't go that way? You went a different way?
Yeah, I went through Bass Road.
So I wonder if we can change the location. Oh, yes we can. So you can actually change if you went a different location on your map. So if you wanted to go down through LaGrange to get over there, that's how you would do that. If I wanted to add a pinpoint to my map, I can just click on a location, or I can go back over here and click back on my layer. So this is my layer, and I can add a pinpoint. So click on pinpoint, and you can drop it anywhere on your map as another point on your map in your field. So if you have any more information about how to use my maps, just let me know. If you ever want to share it out, again, you can go and click on share, and you can share this map with your kids. So you could do all the locations in your town. You could do locations of battles that were in the Texas Revolution. Cool. So you can use it for anything to learn about your kids. So it's a great way to incorporate maps into your lessons.
That's awesome, Tom.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Right,
Hope you enjoyed it.
Switch.
Whoa, man. All right, Troy. I think we're ready for you, man.
All right. Well, Tom, what is the #1 game you think that teachers love playing with their students in the classroom?
You know what, Troy? The first thing that comes to my mind is Kahoot.
Exactly.
Sweet.
But this game it's like Kahoot, but a little more, and we'll just find out. You're going to have some stuff that the students are really going to dig.
Sweet. Right. Sometimes we have to change it up in our classrooms.
All right, so it's called Triventi.
Okay, how does it work, man?
Let me show you. So the nicest thing about this, when you get in as an educator, when you click login, you don't have to create a new account. You can just log in with your Google account. We're going to go ahead and allow. The very first time you're in, it's going to ask you what your association is. So, and I'm just going to put BISD. You can put your campus. You can put what teacher you are. So I'm just going to put teacher. It really doesn't matter how much. I'm just saying I'm using the education version of this.
Now this is great, Troy. Can you use this with students?
Absolutely.
Can students do it themselves? Make their own, or would the teachers just make their own? And
I think they're allowed, with their Google accounts, they would be able to make one too.
All right,
so they
cool.
can create something. If you wanted to do this as a project, maybe that was their end result for a PBL or something, they
Great.
can make their own.
Awesome.
It works just like Kahoot, where they can join with a class code. So I'm in now. I can create my game. What's nice though is, in case you're not sure where you're going to go, if I didn't want to create a new game, I could actually go to some public games and search for particular subject, whatever it is. And so I'm going to say I'm using this one here on the Constitution. I could just run it just like it is, or I can customize it. And because I want to show you what it looks like, I'm going to show you some tips here. We're going to do the customization. Now, when you're in here, some of the things that you can look at are the amount of time that's between your answers. So you can have anywhere from 5 seconds up to 60 seconds. Of course, you can change your name. You have your link here. Inside here, you have your questions. So even if you used a preset template, you could go and change some of the questions or answers, or you could add a new one. If you started a brand new game, it would basically start here, and you'd click new question, and you're creating your questions. And you can see you also can upload an image. So as you go through your questions, So I'm on a different one. I'm going through, I'm showing different things here. Then I'm saving it. Once I'm done, then it's going to give me a link that they can go on. So I'm just going to save this. I didn't really do anything, but I'm going to go ahead and save it. And now I'm going to run the game. So once I run this game, students it's very easy. See, it's a little creative, got some music going there. All right, they're going to log into Trib.in and there's their code. Or they can go in with a QR code. The music was a little too much there.
a little too much, but your kids will love it in
Once
class.
you get in there, it looks just like a game that you would see from Kahoot. All right, so here's the code 6305, or they could use their phone or any kind of mobile device if they had a QR code reader and get on there. I'm going to go in now as a student, so I went to that trib.in and it automatically brings me to trivinity.com. I do have to put my name, so I'm putting my name here, and I had a code 6305 was the code for this one. Sometimes they're longer, there might be 6 digits or something, but whatever the code may be. And now I'm into this game. I'm going to go back and just switch back here and forth a little bit, trying to go in as a teacher. So I'm going to, if I had more students, you would see how all the students I had. I'm going to go ahead and start the game. And I'm going to show you, so this is what you see from your end on the educator side. But as a student, I see this. You see I have some more choices. So not only do I can go ahead and choose the right answer, or I can do 50-50. And I'm going to go with that one. And the time is up. And I got an extra point because I not only got it right, but every little bit of time that you get it in extra, kind of like Kahoot, you get the extra points on there. So when the teacher starts the next question, you will see, and they showed that I had 100, I'm the only one, but if I had, it would show me how many students got it right. You can also set it where it'll show the top 3 scores at each time, which students have the scores. So now when I go back to the student mode, you see I only have 2 choices now. I lost the 50-50, so I can pull the crowd or I can get a clue. And if I had some clue that the teacher had typed in, then I could get that in there as well. So it's a little more interactive, Tom, than Kahoot. I think that gives them a few more options. It's just something different that you can play, and it's just as easy. So if you're used to making Kahoot games, you can make these as well. And on the student end, they're just typing in a different address and getting a code just like they always did.
Looks great. Looks really easy from the teacher's perspective that you can add stuff in there too and create those questions. And they also have templates for you already preset and made for you.
That's probably the best thing. There's a lot in there that you can search for and just kind of modify to what you need.
Great for the student to also have multiple options to get a couple clues and stuff like that. Makes the game a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, it's like the game shows on TV.
Great. I think we're going to shoot it over to Jessica now. Jessica's still at TCEA and she is remoting in to us right now. So Jessica, what do you have for us?
This is Jessica Johnston from the BISD Wired team reporting back after 2 wonderful Fast and Furious days at the TCEA conference in Austin, Texas. My 2 great tips that I want to share with you today after returning from the conference. The first one is this license to remix, where you could give each student in your class a ticket to remix one assignment throughout the year. So provide them with an opportunity to rethink the assignment and maybe present you with a different product to demonstrate their learning. Another wonderful tool or trick that I learned was this Chrome extension called Crafty Text. You'll see there's a shortened URL on the screen if you want to be redirected to the Chrome Web Store where you can install this into your Chrome browser. So a lot of times in the classroom you want to quickly share a website or a piece of information, a date or something with your kids. You have to open up a Google Doc, type it really large, whatever. So Crafty Text, it's right up here in my extensions bar. When I click on that, it gives me a little box and you can type in the information that you want to share with your kids and hit enter, and it makes this nice big bar across your browser window. So follow me on Twitter at EdTechChic. You can find some other tips and tricks that I learned from the TCEA conference. We look forward to collaborating with you on how to use these ideas in your classroom.
That is
Wow.
fantastic. Always Jessica, always one up.
She's always right there. She's always so
That
prepared
extra.
and ready to
That's
go.
all right.
So thank
Good
you,
job,
Jessica.
Jessica.
That was awesome. All right, guys, thank you for joining us for our first broadcast. I'm Tom Spall.
I'm Troy Kuhn.